And welcome back to the 2024 City of Scottsdale's All Things Senior Expo, happening right here at the City of Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts. I'm joined next today with Dr. Christopher Sullivan of the Mobile Podiatry Group. Thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, happy to be here. Good morning. This has been great.
Good morning. It has been an awesome event. A ton of peers down there for you.
Yep, a lot of high energy.
Yeah.
More people than I expected. This has been a lot of fun for us. Yeah.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we
good
like
turnout.
to hear.
Yeah.
Well, and you're an Arizona boy, or you've lived here previously before moving out of state. So we're welcoming you on your journey back, right?
Yeah, happy to be exploring, working out in the Arizona market.
Yeah,
My wife and I did move out, and we moved to Colorado, but we're growing, our services out here in Phoenix. So we're happy to be back spending some time out here.
Well, I think it's wonderful. We're going to get that opportunity to experience that growth of you guys and that positive success here.
Yeah,
so
we love it out here.
Let's dive into that. Talk to us about Mobile Podiatry Group, what you got, what your practice is, the mobile aspects of it particularly, and what that means for us as parents or as family members with adult children with parent projects.
Right. Yeah. So Mobile Podiatry Group, we are a foot care company. We are foot doctors, podiatrists, and we provide in-home foot care for folks. So you don't need to get in the car or arrange transportation for your loved one to go to an office where you sit and wait an hour for the doctor to see you. We come straight to you. We perform everything in terms of taking care of feet. So toenail maintenance, callus maintenance, foot pain, dealing with issues that affect pretty much everybody, but especially our loved ones as they're getting a little bit older with arthritis and issues like that with mobility.
Yeah.
So we do travel to the home, and we bring everything we need with us. We don't have a van that you have to hop into or anything like that. We come into your living space and we make you comfortable and take care of your feet in a professional medical fashion.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I have flashbacks of a doctor visiting a Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, it's old school.
Yeah, honestly coming back, and that's got to be comforting, especially for older generations, to be able to get back to that, where they're so used to not spending 6 minutes to get in and out, boom, 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 boom. Through that, you don't have to waste all that time moving back and forth, getting in the car, driving someplace, parking the car, figuring out where that is.
It's a lot that people deal with, and you probably have multiple doctor's appointments that you're going to week in, week out. So we try to scratch one off that list and bring it to you.
I think that's fantastic. Also, talk to us about dealing, if you've got a loved one who doesn't travel well, or memory or some issue of that, and you've got to deal with those challenges.
Yeah. We do plenty of service for folks that have issues with ambulation and traveling and coordinating their care, whether it's because of their memory or what have you. So we handle all of that. We typically work with the family member in coordination, and we sort all that out ahead of time. So there's no stress and no confusion of, what's going on with the mobile doctor. It's all scheduled ahead of time. So
that's great.
We show up once we have all the information gathered, then we come into the home and we do what we do.
Well, what types of questions are you guys hearing downstairs, or are families asking you guys when they come to see you?
Yeah, a lot of great questions. But I would say the most common question we get asked is, of course, about, the insurance coverage with any medical practice. That's one of the top of mind questions that people may have. Yeah, sure. Hey, what is the coverage? Is there coverage? And the good news is we do take Medicare. Okay. So we take traditional Part B Medicare, and it is covered typically for foot care under that program for us to evaluate and take care of their feet. Now, with other different plans, we do offer reasonable kind of rates and pricing that just depends on what we're doing and where the patient is located.
Private pay options.
Private
Our
pay
audience
options.
would know this is those would be off a Medicare Plan B. It's probably going to be a private pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great.
So if it's original Plan B Medicare, it's typically covered. Okay. And if it's anything else, then we offer affordable kind of situations for private pay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Talk to us, anything that we should be thinking about before we pick up that phone to have you come out, or anything that we should have put together to help our loved one just have an excellent experience with you guys?
Yeah. So in terms of when to get us involved, any sort of foot concern, certainly any health concern that you have about your loved one's feet, whether it's pain or something going on with their skin, or maybe they have an open kind of sore going on there. You're like, oh, we didn't know that was there, so let's get someone to look at that. Yeah. But most commonly, we help folks with taking care of their toenails, basic things, since it's harder for people to do that for themselves as we get older. Yeah. And they actually really do require a medical level of attention a lot of times, because you don't want to be cutting people accidentally if they're not trained to be doing that kind of work. So we really specialize in providing a really high level of care. And that's when you would get us involved if you had concern about foot care upkeep for your loved one. And in terms of things to have ready, just the basic sort of medical information in terms of what kind of issues they have been dealing with, and anything you would provide any other doctor office, that sort of information.
Wonderful. Those are, I think, the head moves so much. The feet do the same thing. Loss of function and motor function and being able to move around.
Right.
It's a cascade of so many other things and other health problems that come off of that. So staying on top of this is a pretty important thing to pay attention to.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to wait until something is really, really going wrong before seeking care. And we do a lot of preventative care as well. So you're like, hey, I think things are going well in general with our people. Let's keep it that way. Let's make sure, right, that things are going on the right track.
Right. Brilliant. Where can people get more information about you guys?
Yeah. So we have a website. It's www.mobilepodgroup.com.
Great.
And we have all of our information on there. And you can actually reach me directly. I do give out our personal cell phone line as the doctor. So you can call me and ask me questions if you like. It's 303-225-3391. And I also have an email address. Some people like to reach me that way. info@mobilepodgroup.com. That's info@mobilepodgroup.com.
And we'll put that down below so that you guys can see that.
Yeah, but I'm very responsive. You don't have to deal with 10 different people to talk to me. I like to speak individually with each one of our patients as best as I can.
Boy, doctor, I mean, that is incredible. That is great service. And
thank you. Yeah.
I mean, it brings I have a comfort from taking away from that. So, and I hope that you will too. I appreciate you for sharing your time, talents, and treasures down below. What you do into the community in general, and focusing on senior and elder care is awesome. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's been really rewarding.
Yeah, well, and we thank you again for joining us up here and breaking it down for our audience off of this side.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
Wonderful. And with that, we're going to throw back out to break. As we swap up again, we're going to continue to work through and broadcast live throughout the duration of today's show. The show actually downstairs, I think before I'd said 2 o'clock, we're here till 1 o'clock. So time is getting short. If you're not able to make it down here in time, stay tuned. We're going to continue to work through these interviews with some of these vendors that are coming up and talking with us. And we are back to back to back. Again, coming to you live from the 2024 City of Scottsdale All Things Senior Expo at the City of Scottsdale's Center for the Performing Arts. Thank you so much, and stand by.